Welcome into the PHNX Cardinals halftime report. Johnny Venerable, BG, Bullbrock live at BetMGM Sportsbook at the Great Lawn. The Arizona Cardinals down to the San Francisco 49ers, 21-10. But Bullbrock showing some fight at the end of the half with the tutty to Michael Wilson.
Yeah, some guts in chipping away at that big Christian McCaffrey lead, because it seems like it was all C-Mac in that first half. Three touchdowns. My God. We'll talk about how they can potentially slow him down, but just you have to love what you saw from the Cardinals offense there. Kind of pulled out all the stops in that final drive, Britton, where, Joshua Dobbs comes up with a big play on third down to continue that drive, obviously, to Michael Wilson, and then find him in the end zone, I think, just a play later in the chip away and make this a two-score lead going into, or I guess deficit going into halftime.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit more competitive than what we saw at the beginning, but I feel like Michael Wilson has just continuously, week after week, proven that he deserves to get the ball a lot more in this offense, and he continues to produce. So I love to see the growth, and I'm looking forward to seeing what keeps coming.
We are just minutes away from our ticket giveaway. The Arizona Cardinals hosting the Cincinnati Bengals next week. We've got 2 tickets to give away here at the end of the show. But for now, listen, it's the defense. The defense has been struggling for the Arizona Cardinals. Niners, outside of that last possession when they just kneeled the ball down, they have scored every possession en route to a Christian McCaffrey touchdown. And frankly, Brock Purdy way too comfortable. 10-10, 152 passer rating, perfect passer rating on the day, BG. And again, I think Cardinals offense has been good. Maybe not good enough to win, but, they're putting drives together. They're being dicey on fourth down. I like the aggressiveness. Is there anything they can do defensively?
They've got to figure out a way to slow down Christian McCaffrey, and they've got to find a way to get pressure on Brock Purdy. He's getting the ball out quick. I understand that, but there's no pressure on him. I feel like he's just sitting back there even when he doesn't get the ball out quick, and he's finding ways to find his playmakers. So I don't know how you stop Christian McCaffrey. Yeah. I'm not a D coordinator. I don't claim to be, but you've got to figure out a way to slow him down.
It's maybe get him into kneeling again. That seemed like to be the only effective.
You son of a bitch.
I have no idea. Purdy 10 for 10. It seems like Christian McCaffrey and Brock Purdy played almost a perfect half. And the only way you're going to be able to slow that down is you have to create negative plays somehow. And you're going to have to shed a block and get in, hit 23 and hit 10 or 13. And that's so easier said than done. And then if they are able to kind of slow down McCaffrey a little bit, we barely said the name of a Deebo Samuel and George Kittle, and he had the big play from Brandon Ayuk. It's just a tall task, but it's necessary. Opening the drive of the second half, San Francisco, you're getting your first chance to really kind of get this offense off the field.
Super chat, little Dreezy, $1.99, friend of the program. These damn commentators. Yeah. What makes matters worse is it feels like a very pro San Francisco commentary, especially with our boy Mark Sanchez. And then the officiating I thought was really rough, especially in the first quarter. A couple calls going blatantly for San Francisco against the Arizona Cardinals. It's hard enough to beat this San Francisco team, but to also beat the officials in Santa Clara, that's damn near impossible. Now, I want to flip the side to the offensive side of the football, BG. I saw some people on Twitter. Everybody's, up to their own opinion. Come to whatever conclusion you want. But Josh Dobbs, to me, I think is playing really solid. 12 of 20, 108 yards, 91 passer rating. He's got a touchdown. On the ground, he's rushed for over 20 yards. It's like, this is a backup at the end of the day. He's not turning the ball over. This is the number one defense in the NFL. It's like, I think he's played pretty well.
Yeah. No, I agree. I feel like, especially from a fan standpoint, yes, you're a little upset that it's not great, but you do have to realize that it is your backup quarterback. He's got a 90-plus passer rating. He's completed more than he's incompleted, and he's got a touchdown pass. He's playing solid. He's playing well for a backup. There's nothing that you can really ask. Yes, would you like to see more? Everybody would like to see more. But at this point, he's managing the game. He's getting them into situations where they can win and move the ball and score points. So I think he's playing really well right now.
I thought he made some plays to jumpstart the offense. Yeah. Also, I like that they didn't get too far away from James Conner running the football. But, I'm sure that there's some throws that Joshua Dobbs wanted back. I don't know what happened on that third down play. With Rondell Moore, looked like he ripped it maybe a little too hard on that pass.
It looked like he wanted Rondell Moore to keep coming across the field. Yeah. It looked like when you could kind of see the animation in him, he was kind of upset about it. But
at the end of the day, absolutely. What people are asking for from Joshua Dobbs is damn near perfection, and we know that we're not going to get that. But he's made enough plays to get them back in this game. and put up 10 points in the half against the Niners defense. I thought that it was a pretty gutsy first half performance from Dobbs. I have no problem with this. Obviously, you want him to hit on a couple of those plays, and he has. But there are some before that you could have maybe sustained some drives and would have helped the defense stay off the field. But I'm fine with how Dobbs has played.
They got points on 2 possessions against maybe the best team in the NFL. And I also think, listen, guys, at the end of the day, this team has limitations. And if you want to know they have limitations, Jonathan Gannon going for it, basically at midfield on 4th down, the fake punt to try to kickstart his offense. I think they know, the offense has to do a lot of the heavy lifting. And I thought Dobbs was masterful, running for multiple first downs. The throw to Michael Wilson, you had kind of alluded to it. That initial throw, if he leads him, is probably a touchdown. But then what does he do? He comes right back, fires it to him. And, how about your boy Michael Wilson? Cooking a couple defensive backs for San Francisco. He's putting it all together, and he leads the team right now in receiving yards today at 53 yards and on the season. Is this a star in the making for the Cardinals, do you think?
I think so. He looks more and more comfortable every week, right? He's out there. You could tell in the first couple of games he's trying to get his feet, but the last couple of weeks he's been out there, like you said, he's been the leading receiver for them in the last 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
And it's just – I think he's comfortable. I think he's feeling himself now, and I like that. You're starting to see the character in him come out and the football players show up.
Now, I want to flip it to another offensive, I'll call it weapon at this point. The frustration for me and a lot of the fan base, Brock, the increased targets for Zach Ertz. And no number 85 in Trey McBride. You probably didn't think I was going there. We're going to go there on the halftime show. What do you think the infatuation is with Ertz right now? He can't move. He can't separate. Right now it feels like a lost cause, and I love everything else that Drew Petzing is doing offensively.
Yeah, you want to see some playmaking from that position, and Ertz has yet to show, his former form, his previous form before the injury, and it is tough, but he seems to be that safety blanket. He seems to be that kind of, when things break down on 3rd down, Dobbs just kind of finds a big target, right? Yeah. And unfortunately, those plays, they would like him back. I don't know how Ertz didn't get that, even though the ball was way off, and I think it was the first drive.
Yeah,
he
got mauled.
Yeah,
he absolutely got mauled, and there was just no laundry after that. They should have. But yeah, I'm here with Still No Pickles here. It's a great name, by the way. We love McBride. Yeah, I'd love to see more opportunities for McBride, but maybe he's just more in there as a blocker right now. But yeah, you're going to look for more increased playmaking in the second half from this offense if you want to get back in this, and 85 would really help that, I would think.
Man, San Francisco, BG, gets the ball to start the second half. It would feel like, as much as people may scoff at this notion, a big momentum shift. Cardinals get points right before the half. It's an 11-point game. It's not a 20, 25-point game. The Cardinals lost to the Giants after they were leading 20-0 at half. Yeah. What would it mean for the momentum swing for the Cardinals and their confidence if they were to force, God forbid, a punt against San Francisco?
The opening drive of this third quarter is going to say a lot about how the second half goes. And I feel like if the Cardinals can get, whether it's a 3-and-out or just a punt, I don't care if they get 5-6 plays in there, just don't allow them to get points on this drive. I think that'll be a good momentum builder for the Cardinals offense, and like you said, they finished the first half with points. The offense is clicking. The run game started to work a little bit better at the end of that half. James Conner ripped off a couple 8-9 yard runs right there. Mm-hmm. I think if you can get the ball back, I think the momentum is up. We can try to get some more points in the early third quarter.
If they could just get this offense, this Niners offense in 3rd and long, and maybe see if one of their pass rushers can make a play, similar to what Philly's defense was able to do in that NFC Championship game early in the second half. That would be a huge boost for this Cardinals team to start the second half. But you got to be able to slow down Christian McCaffrey on 1st and 2nd down, and that seems to be impossible right now.
A wild stat that you would not have predicted: 0 sacks in the first half for either team. So say what you want about the Cardinal offensive line. 0 sacks allowed. I thought Paris Johnson Jr. played a good half. I thought Yelda Frold outside of the center exchange. Cardinals have the tools. Can they put in play? We're going to give somebody a tool right now to go watch a free game next Sunday. Bengals at Cardinals, 2-ticket giveaway. How about this? Jersey Cardinal, friend of the program. You and somebody you know and love are going to the Cardinal game next Sunday. Bengals at Cardinals, 2 premier seats, Brock. You love to see it.
Yeah, we've got some ticket giveaways that can continue at BetMGM as we continue our watch parties over here. And I saw that we've got some signed jerseys by one Kyler Murray. BG, you also recognize the name on there. Somebody Fitzgerald?
Somebody named Larry Fitzgerald. I don't know if I've heard of him. maybe once or twice,
Great giveaways here from our friends over at BetMGM. They're making all this possible.
It's fantastic. The vibes are immaculate. The score, closer than we thought. We're going to be back immediately following the second half of Cards at Niners for BG. Bo Brock, I'm Johnny Venerable. We're at BetMGM. We'll see you after the game.